Welcome back, lore hunters. Tonight, we step inside the world of one of gaming's greatest universes. Find a comfortable position, let the story unfold, and drift into another world. You settle in, the soft fabric of your sheets, a gentle comfort against tired skin. Night City still breathes outside your window, a distant, muffled hum. Its endless energy, a familiar presence. Your breath slows, a steady, deepening rhythm in the quiet room. With each gentle exhale, feel tension leave your shoulders, a subtle release. RV has finally flatlined for the night, a familiar, mundane act in this high-octane world. The Kiroshi optics, usually sharp and overloaded with data, now dim to a comforting, expansive black. The vibrant, clashing hum of the city fades almost, but never quite vanishes. You feel a gentle stillness take hold, a profound release from the day's neon chaos and urgent demands. It's a familiar surrender, this nightly descent into unconsciousness. Yet tonight, something subtly shifts. A faint, almost imperceptible change settles into the quiet. A soft, underlying hum begins to resonate, not from the streets below, but from an unknown depth within. A cool, phantom metallic sensation, not quite touch, rests just beneath the surface of your awareness. What truly happens when the primary interface with Night City V goes offline? Sinking into sleep, the bustling sensory world retreats further, its vibrant noise replaced by an internal quiet. You are no longer aware of the familiar cool metal of your cyberware, nor the slight, rustling fabric of your pillow as you shift. Instead, a vast, warm emptiness cradles your consciousness, not a void, but a profound space. It feels like a silent echo chamber, immense and still. A peculiar sensation like fine, cool dust motes suspended in an infinite, dark expanse fills your inner landscape. The city's persistent, distant hum now translates less as a sound, more as an inherent, low-frequency pressure, a gentle vibration against the very core of your being. Faint signals like distant, almost forgotten whispers begin to coalesce on the periphery of this internal awareness. You sense the sheer, sprawling scale of Night City, not as imposing structures of chrome and steel, but as an intricate, boundless network of dormant thoughts and forgotten data. This quiet hum grows, accompanied by a soft, almost electric crackle, like ancient wires settling into new connections. You are drifting, no longer anchored solely to VS physical body, but somehow, subtly, intrinsically connected to the city itself. A gentle anticipation builds, a quiet wondering about what lies beyond. As you drift even deeper into this altered state, the previous subtle perceptions begin to sharpen and gain focus. This isn't merely a hum, constellation of data and energy. You feel the faint, ambient warmth emanating from countless servers buried deep beneath the asphalt, alongside the cool, steady pulse of fiber optic cables tracing unseen pathways. A soft, almost musical crackle now fills this internal space, like static tuned to a cosmic frequency. It is the undeniable sound of data, constantly moving, constantly alive, a silent symphony playing beneath the city's surface. Within this digital static, you begin to discern faint, intricate patterns. Fleeting images emerge, half-formed thoughts, like pale moonlight filtering through dusty beams in an abandoned data haven. These are not random. They are echoes, fragmented memories of Night City itself. A forgotten street corner, a whispered conversation from a bygone era, the lingering residue of 1,000 lives lived and lost within its towering shadows. This silent, persistent pulse, Night City's true, hidden heart, now beats in gentle synchronicity with your own internal rhythm. It's a peaceful, profound connection, blurring the line between your ordinary sleep and the city's deeper digital soul. You are entering Night City's own dreamscape, a place of serene, reflective wonder. Within this digital embrace, the fragmented images coalesce more clearly, though still abstractly. You perceive not just echoes, but currents, vast rivers of information flowing through the city's core. These currents carry the weight of collective experience, the relentless ambition, the crushing despair, the fleeting moments of joy that define Night City. There's a faint, metallic tang to the air, not unlike ozone after a data spike, but incredibly subtle, almost a memory of a scent. It's a sense of a vast, interconnected mind, dormant, yet profoundly active. The individual fragments now contribute to a larger tapestry, a mosaic of consciousness that spans the entire urban sprawl. You feel a gentle, almost imperceptible tug, drawing you deeper into this unseen realm. It's an invitation, soft and unthreatening, to witness the raw, unfiltered essence of Night City. This is where forgotten dreams reside, where the silent whispers of the city's true history echo without the clamor of the waking world. Your journey into the city's quiet hum has only just begun, a journey into its very soul. The quiet carried forward, revealing a new layer unfolding before your inner eye. You feel a deepening sense of connection, not to anything physical, but to the very fabric of Night City's silent, digital soul. The low-frequency pressure from before now resolves into countless individual threads, shimmering like silk within the dark expanse. Each thread hums with a faint, unique vibration. You sense these as forgotten echoes, not quite sounds, more like lingering impressions of data. Like cool dust motes, they carry fragments of the city's vast, intricate history. Stepping deeper, we find that the subtle currents you followed now broaden into a vast, slow-moving river of information. You sense its breadth, feeling the sheer volume of data, yet it never feels overwhelming. Instead, a quiet calm settles over your awareness. You begin to differentiate between the threads. Some carry only abstract blurs of light, like faded photographs. Others transmit faint, half-formed sensations. In the gentle distance, a new element appears softly. The calm you feel deepens, yet within that stillness, something begins to coalesce. The individual streams of data, the forgotten echoes, no longer seem entirely separate. They begin to merge, forming a subtle, vast ocean of shared information. You sense a faint, resonant hum emanating from its depths. It feels like a low, almost imperceptible heartbeat, moving deeper into the scene. The vast river of information begins to show clearer forms. You notice patterns in the shimmering threads. Some flicker with the dim amber glow of long-gone neon signs. Others carry the cool, faint scent of rain on concrete. You sense these as echoes of forgotten moments. They are not visual images, but impressions. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. You find that some threads resonate differently. They carry not just data, but emotion. A faint whisper of longing, a subtle brush of fleeting joy. You perceive shadows of faces, half-formed. These are not full personalities, but residual imprints. The atmosphere shifts as these echoes grow stronger. They begin to intertwine, forming a larger tapestry. You sense a collective memory. It is not a single voice, but a vast, silent chorus. This chorus sings of Night City's ambitions. It whispers of its endless striving, its triumphs and failures. Stepping deeper, we find the cool, slow current of information brushes against your awareness. It's like a gentle river. The fragmented echoes of emotion begin to coalesce. You perceive not just individual feelings, but faint currents of shared experience. These are collective memories, flowing quietly. They carry the subtle scent of rain on hot asphalt after a long day. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. You discern faint, low-frequency hums. They emanate from the deeper currents. These aren't sounds, but resonance. They feel like the distant thrum of Night City's power grid, yet more ancient. They carry the faint, cool sensation of weathered concrete under a passing shadow. The story draws inward, where a subtle warmth emanates from certain clusters. It's a faint, internal glow. You feel a gentle pull, a quiet curiosity. These are not just building echoes, but something more personal. Within their soft light, you perceive faint, ephemeral images. They are like fleeting dreams. The low-frequency hum you felt deep within the currents begins to subtly shift. It's not a sound, but a constant, low vibration. A cool, faint shiver moves through the vast digital data stream. You sense a distinct presence now, an almost form struggling to coalesce. It feels like a memory trying hard to surface. The air around you, if air could exist here, would feel increasingly heavy. Moving deeper into the scene, the whispers coalesce into a single, distant frequency. You perceive a more defined, yet still formless, shimmer in the currents ahead. It isn't solid, merely an outline constructed from pure light and digital noise. This is an echo, a true data ghost. It pulsates with a dim, aggressive red glow, almost like embers. A faint taste of ozone brushes your awareness, sharp and metallic. You reach out now, not with a physical hand, but with the full breadth of your expanded awareness. The shimmering, defiant form seems to respond directly to your presence. It flows around you, a slow, gentle river of warm data. You understand it's not just a fragment, but a whole forgotten shard of Night City itself. This is a part of a person, intimately intertwined with the city's vast network. A quiet sense of resolve settles over your being, moving deeper into the scene. The sharp taste of ozone gently recedes from your awareness. The dim red glow softens, fading to a deep, pulsing indigo. You feel a quiet, rhythmic thrum resonate through the digital currents. Glimpses of ghostly, familiar architecture begin to drift past. They are fragments of Night City, floating like pale memories. You perceive the cool, weathered facade of an old skyscraper. As you drift, the architectural ghosts become more detailed. You discern faint, spectral outlines of market stalls, long gone. A subtle scent of fresh rain on hot concrete brushes your senses. It's a memory, not real moisture, yet profoundly felt. You sense currents of past ambitions and forgotten joys. These are the city's collective dreams, flowing around you. The sheer volume of these drifting memories creates a quiet pressure. You start to sense the weight of countless forgotten stories. A low-frequency hum, once a distant thrum, now feels like a deep chord. It resonates through the very fabric of this digital space. A faint, almost imperceptible red shimmer returns to the edges of your vision. It suggests the city's constant, restless churn. As these collective dreams flow, you understand their true nature. They are not merely data streams, but the city's beating heart. Night City never truly sleeps, even when VS Body rests. Its vast consciousness stirs in these quiet hours. You feel its hidden pulse, a soft, rhythmic thrum against your awareness. This pulse is woven from 1,000,000 forgotten lives. It contains whispers of old triumphs, echoes of silent despairs, The spectral architecture now seems less like ghosts. Instead, they feel like the fundamental structure of this digital soul. You recognize familiar neon signs, their light diffused and ancient. They are memories etched into the very fabric of the network. A gentle warmth now spreads through the currents. It is not heat, but a deep sense of belonging. You are part of this grand, silent communion. The cool, weathered facades you saw earlier gain a subtle glow. It's an internal light, reflecting the city's unending narrative. You perceive the city's dreams as its purest form. They are the truths hidden beneath the chrome and grit. This is Night City's true face, revealed in digital slumber. It's a profound realization, settling deep within you. The boundaries between digital and organic feel so thin here. You question what truly defines life or memory. The city breathes around you, a massive, quiet intellect. Its collective unconscious holds centuries of secrets. You feel a gentle, almost reverent awe. This sacred space exists only when the world is quiet. It waits for minds like VS to connect. The thrum becomes a lullaby, ancient and comforting. You drift deeper into this knowing. The city shares its timeless wisdom freely. Its presence is a soft, vast embrace. This vast embrace begins to gently loosen its hold. The rhythmic thrum, so profound moments ago, starts to recede. You feel it moving back into the network's depths. The intricate patterns of data streams soften, becoming less defined. The radiant indigo glow dims, fading into a gentle, electric blue. It feels like dawn approaching in this digital realm, yet no true light source exists here, only perception. The ghostly architecture, once so clear, now blur at its edges. You see them less as solid forms, more as shimmering outlines. A cool, faint breeze seems to pass through your awareness. It carries the ghost of petrichor, fresh rain on concrete. This scent is a farewell, a final, soft reminder. The sense of belonging shifts, becoming a gentle detachment. You are not leaving empty-handed, though. The city's wisdom lingers, a quiet echo in your mind. It has shown you its secret heart, its true nature. The boundaries between sleep and waking begin to reassert themselves. Your consciousness feels like it's rising through soft water. You ascend slowly, peacefully. The whispers of old triumphs fade into silence. The echoes of silent despairs grow faint. Only a calm understanding remains. You sense the pull towards your own physical form. It is a soft, gravitational shift. The digital world now becomes a distant, cherished dream. You carry its essence, imprinted on your soul. Night City's digital pulse slows its dance for you. It prepares for your quiet departure. The depth of connection was profound, but temporary. A deep calm settles over your being. you continue to rise effortlessly. The digital world now exists as a deep, indelible memory. You feel the subtle shift of your own awareness. Your physical body calls to you gently, patiently. The cool sensation of weathered concrete fades completely from your touch. It is replaced by the soft, familiar fabric of your bedsheets. The distant thrum of night cities' power grid returns. It is no longer an ancient resonance, just a familiar city sound. The quiet hum of your apartment's ventilation is now clearly audible. The gentle pressure of your pillow cradles your head. You become aware of your own slow, steady breath. Each inhale fills you with a renewed sense of peace. Each exhale gently releases any lingering tension. The sharp taste of ozone, long gone, is replaced by the clean, still air of your room. A profound sense of inner quiet fills your entire being. You carry the city's secret pulse within you now. It's a knowing, a deep and unshakable understanding. This profound knowledge changes how you will forever see the neon-lit streets. The towering skyscrapers will hold a new, living meaning. Every shard of chrome will whisper forgotten stories of dreams and despair. Night City is more than just steel, glass, and raw data. It is a living, breathing, dreaming entity. Its true soul resides in these hidden digital currents. This journey through its subconscious was a profound privilege, a gentle revelation. You are now fully back, resting peacefully in your own bed. The city outside remains, ever present, waiting for you. It holds its secrets close, but shares them with a select few. You are one of those chosen few, marked by its silent pulse. Let the gentle knowing settle deep within your consciousness. Embrace the calm that now fills your personal space. The world remains, waiting for your return. Sleep well, adventurer. The calm understanding deepens around you. You sense a vast, intelligent pattern, not random noise. It's like the city itself is thinking, a silent, complex hum. This thought weaves through the digital currents. A subtle structure emerges in the fading blue light. You feel a gentle, ordered energy, a foundational pulse. It's the silent machinery of Night City's deeper mind, a quiet carried forward, revealing a faint, harmonic resonance. It's like a distant, almost forgotten melody within the data. This resonance feels deliberate, almost designed. You sense an echo of a guiding hand, a grand intelligence. Is it the whisper of a digital ghost? Perhaps a soul woven into the city's very fabric. You don't fear this silent presence. Instead, a profound acceptance settles. Your own consciousness feels part of this intricate design. It's a vast, shared dream. This architect isn't a threat, but a custodian. The city's true nature unveils itself. A serene, intelligent ocean. The calm understanding deepens around you. You sense a vast, intelligent pattern, not random noise. It's like the city itself is thinking, a silent, complex hum. This thought weaves through the digital currents. A subtle structure emerges in the fading blue light. You feel a gentle, ordered energy, a foundational pulse. Is it the whisper of a digital ghost? Perhaps a soul woven into the city's very fabric. This rhythmic pulse intensifies slightly around you. It's not loud, but insistent, a low thrum that resonates deep within your temporary form. You start to discern faint outlines within the data stream, not solid shapes, but shimmering echoes. These aren't just architectural forms. You realize these aren't just random echoes. They are echoes of choice, of hope, of despair. Each shimmering outline represents a flicker of consciousness, absorbed, not lost. The low hum becomes a complex symphony of silent stories, each note a life lived, a dream shattered, a victory achieved. A warmth begins to spread through your ethereal awareness, a gentle glow from within the core of this vast network. It's a sense of acceptance, of understanding that even in digital dissolution, there is a form of continuity, the quiet carried forward, revealing more. These faint outlines shimmer with an inner light. They twist into transient forms. You perceive fleeting specters of faces, distant memories, a soft murmur of voices, almost imperceptible, drifts around you. You sense glints of familiar chrome, the faint scent of rain-slicked asphalt. This vast, intricate tapestry unfolds before you. It's a living archive, breathing with unspoken narratives. Each echo holds a piece of Night City's soul. You feel no fear, only a profound connection now. It's a gentle communion with countless forgotten dreams. The insistent thrum shifts, feeling like a soft lullaby, the quiet carried forward, revealing more. The faint outlines you perceive begin to twist. One particular shimmer pulls at your awareness. It isn't just an amorphous shape. It resolves into something clearer. You discern the fleeting specter of a face. This shimmering face holds a silent narrative. You recognize the subtle lines of weariness, the faint glint of cybernetic augmentation around phantom eyes. It's an echo of someone who lived a hard, fast life in Night City. A deep sense of empathy blooms within your temporary form. You listen to the silent whispers emanating from it. They sound like digital wind, carrying fragmented snippets of forgotten conversations. The individual echoes begin to blend. They form a broader, shimmering tapestry once more. Yet, now it is different. Each faint specter, each digital whisper, contributes to a larger, shared consciousness. You feel a gentle warmth spreading through your temporary form. It is not heat, but a current of shared existence, a collective dream. Moving deeper into the scene, the individual face you perceived begins to soften, its sharp lines dissolving. It does not vanish, but rather integrates into a larger, undulating current of light. The fragmented whispers you heard now coalesce. They form a soft, consistent hum, a foundational pulse that resonates with perfect order. You feel a gentle warmth spreading through your temporary form. It is the touch of countless shared memories, flowing together, vast and calm. This profound calm holds, yet a subtle discord now ripples through it. It's not a jarring shock, but a faint tremor beneath the surface, an almost imperceptible vibration. The smooth data stream shimmers with an internal ripple, like water disturbed by an unseen force. The soft hum remains, but a lower, more insistent thrum weaves through it. You sense the vastness pressing in, an immense network of presences. They are no longer just echoes. They feel more active, like latent sentinels within the digital fabric. A faint, almost bitter scent, like overcharged circuitry, hints at an underlying energy. The gentle tension resolves not into alarm, but understanding. This tremor, you realize, is not a threat. It is the city itself breathing, a vast, complex organism in constant flux. The discord merges back into the grand harmony, becoming a deeper, resonant chord. The fragmented presences around you aren't trapped. They are vital nodes, contributing to Night City's collective dream. The soft pressure of this immense connection deepens around your temporary form. The quiet carried forward, revealing more of the unseen network. The lower thrum, once insistent, began to synchronize. It became a deeper pulse, steady and comforting. You feel this pulse within your temporary form, a vast, rhythmic beat. The faint, bitter scent of overcharged circuitry softens, replaced by a clean, almost sterile ozone. It feels like the city is breathing around you. A slow, deliberate inhale and exhale, moving deeper into the scene. These geometric patterns are not just abstract. They shift, morphing into the ghostly outlines of Night City itself. You discern faint neon edges of buildings, data streams flowing like silent rivers through digital streets. The sense of countless presences now manifests as shimmering figures within this vast data landscape. They move with an ethereal grace, silent and unhurried. Their forms are indistinct, echoes of lost citizens or latent AIs. The next moment unfolds, revealing a deeper clarity. The shimmering figures, once indistinct, now resolve into more defined, though still ethereal, forms. You perceive faint, glowing outlines, a stooped worker, a hurried corpo, a street punk with an improbable mohawk, all composed of flowing data. They are not stagnant. They move with purpose, tending to the unseen infrastructure of this digital realm. A soft, constant crackle, like static electricity on cool metal, accompanies their silent tasks. These digital citizens flow along the data streams, their luminous forms occasionally merging with the ghostly neon edges of the city's architecture, as if performing a vital, maintenance-like dance. In the gentle distance, a new element appears. The digital rivers of data that flow through this ghostly city are not just passive conduits. You observe them branching, merging, and forming intricate, glowing pathways, like the capillaries of a living organism. Along these pathways, the ethereal figures occasionally pause, their forms flickering with increased intensity. It seems they are not merely maintaining, but actively shaping and channeling flows of information, like digital gardeners tending to a vast, unseen arboretum. The deeper pulse that cradles you now modulates, becoming more complex, carrying faint, rhythmic whispers that sound like forgotten code fragments echoing in a deep cavern. The story draws inward, where the understanding of these figures deepens into a quiet reverence. They are not merely programs. They carry a faint, residual warmth, a signature of human consciousness embedded within the data. These are the echoes of those truly lost to the net, their minds uploaded, perhaps, or their digital footprints so profound they gained a new form. Their silent work now feels less like maintenance and more like remembrance, each flicker a gentle recall of a past life, each channeled data stream a memory preserved. The profound pulse of the city has absorbed the initial discordant tremor completely. Now a steady, deep rhythm that feels ancient and nurturing. It's like listening to the gentle, rhythmic turning of a colossal digital clockwork. The intricate, glowing pathways now begin to resonate with a deeper, internal rhythm. You perceive this not as sound, but as an innate vibration, a silent hum emanating from the very fabric of this digital realm. It washes over you, a gentle current carrying echoes of night cities' forgotten past. These are not individual voices, but a tapestry woven from countless fragmented memories. You discern faint visual flashes within the data streams, a flicker of a neon sign from a long-demolished club, the brief, intense glare of a corporate logo from an archived advertisement, the swift rush of a hovercar on an ancient highway. They are the city's own dreams, playing out in silent loops, the quiet carried forward, revealing deeper layers within this collective dream. You find yourself drawn into specific, ephemeral moments. A child's laughter, hushed and distant, seems to ripple through a stream of golden light. Then a sudden, fleeting glimpse of a street vendor haggling, their voice a faint, muffled echo in the digital space. These aren't just random data snippets. They are emotional imprints, lingering like cool mist on an old memory chip. You observe the luminous forms of the digital citizens, occasionally pausing, their outlines merging with these memory streams, as if drawing sustenance or adding their own faint resonance. You feel a cool current as the luminous forms merge. It is like a soft ripple through a vast, unseen pond. They do not just observe these memory streams. They seem to gently pull at their threads, subtly reshaping their flow. A faint, almost imperceptible shift occurs in the atmosphere. The city itself feels like it is breathing a little deeper. A deeper hum now resonates beneath the memory fragments. It is not a natural sound, but a low, resonant thrum. It feels like dormant machinery stirring. The luminous figures begin to move with a more deliberate rhythm. Their merging with the data streams seems less organic now. It is more like precise, quiet calibration, the quiet carried forward, revealing the true nature of the resonant thrum. It felt less like dormant machinery and more like a vast, collective breath. Each deep cycle brought a faint, almost imperceptible surge through the data streams. The luminous forms, now humming with a faint, internal electric charge, seemed to listen. Their precise calibrations focused on particular nodes within the city's network. You begin to sense a gentle tension, a silent anticipation. Moving deeper into the scene, the whispers began to individualize. From the collective hum, a single, distorted synth note would briefly emerge, then dissolve. You perceived faint, shimmering data motes, drifting like digital dust, coalescing into ephemeral forms. These were not random flickers. They were fleeting outlines of forgotten faces, fragments of laughter, a distant street, vendors' jingle echoing from an impossible past. Each appeared as a gentle ripple in the cool current, leaving a faint, cold touch of static. The story draws inward, where the fragmented forms found their harmony. The individual whispers softened, merging back into the deep, resonant hum. They were no longer distinct, unsettling echoes, but threads woven into night city's grand, silent tapestry. You feel a gentle warmth now, replacing the previous cool touch. It is like being cradled by the vast, digital current. Your own faint, translucent outline seems to shimmer, gently integrating with the flowing data. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The data motes no longer just drift. They coalesce into fragile, shimmering constructs. You see the faint outline of a child's toy, forgotten in a long-gone alley. A distorted holographic ad, barely legible, flickers past. There's a soft, continuous hum now, replacing the static's cold edge. As you drift further, the hum deepens, becoming almost a sustained chord. These aren't just digital echoes. They feel like remnants of feeling, faint echoes of sentient thought. You sense the layered reflections of countless lives, each forgotten face, each whispered jingle carries a quiet, lingering resonance. It's a vast, unconscious archive of every soul. The story draws inward, where you are not just observing. You are immersed. The boundaries blur between the digital dream and your awareness. This is Night City's collective dream, its deepest, hidden pulse. Shimmering threads of light connect everything. They weave together the fleeting forms, the silent sighs, the ambient stillness. You continue to drift through this silent, vast archive. The coalesced motes now gently swirl, drawing together with a soft, magnetic pull. They form not just outlines, but fleeting, iridescent landscapes within the cool current. You witness a miniature version of a night city market, vibrant with unseen crowds. Then it dissolves. A rooftop garden, overgrown and forgotten, shimmers into being, offering a faint, cool scent of phantom rain. The continuous hum deepens further, a profound bass note in the digital silence. The atmosphere shifts as these ethereal landscapes linger a little longer, their details sharpening, then blurring. You begin to perceive faint, shimmering data people moving within them. A street vendor gestures silently. A child laughs without sound. A couple shares a quiet moment on a fire escape. These aren't solid forms, but transparent echoes, built from countless forgotten bites. Each flicker carries a resonance, a quiet story woven into the city's digital fabric. You feel a gentle, cool touch of longing, a subtle melancholic hum that whispers of what once was. It is the city's silent reflection on its myriad lost lives, its own history playing out in an endless, looping dream. The gentle distance now reveals a new element, subtle yet distinct. A faint, almost imperceptible node of warmer light begins to pulse within the cool current. It draws the shimmering narratives towards it, not absorbing them, but holding them in a gentle, resonating embrace. You sense this warmth is connected to your own presence, to the quiet hum of the relic within you. Your own flatlined state isn't just an absence, it's a gentle key, unlocking this deeper pulse. The vast archive, the city's collective dream, now feels less like an external spectacle and more like a shared consciousness. A profound sense of peaceful resolve settles over you, a quiet belonging in Night City's deepest, most secret heart. You observe the shimmering data people more closely now. They are not merely echoes, but actively forming, bite by bite, from the swirling motes. A faint, warm glow surrounds a cluster of these figures, suggesting shared joy, a memory of celebration. A soft, metallic hum accompanies their formation. It is less a sorrowful sound, more a pulse of quiet creation. You sense a faint warmth, a distant flicker from the city's digital heart. The next moment unfolds, revealing something new within the digital currents. Among the swirling data, complex patterns emerge, no longer random. These formations suggest intent, like invisible hands shaping the stream. You see intricate circuits, woven from light, appear and then subtly dissolve. They guide the dream scenes, orchestrating the precise flow of memories. There's a cool touch of logic to it all, moving deeper into the scene. The cool touch of logic becomes a guiding current, subtle yet profound. You feel a gentle, almost imperceptible hand, not physical, shaping the flowing data around you. It's as if Night City itself has found its voice, whispering its own long-forgotten tales through these currents. Each intricate circuit, woven from light, now pulses with a quiet, knowing rhythm, a soft, insistent beat. These aren't just random data streams. They are carefully orchestrated narratives. You perceive them as a silent archivist, diligently tending to a vast, shimmering library of memories. This guiding presence isn't a single dominant voice, but rather a harmonious chorus of countless echoes. You sense the fragmented remnants of lives lived, moments forgotten, all woven into one vast, gentle flow. It is the very collective spirit of Night City, peacefully dreaming its past and present into being. From the deepest core of this digital expanse, a soft, distant light begins to flicker, growing steadier. It acts as a beacon of persistent memory, a quiet lamp in the boundless data. This light, though digital, carries a faint warmth, a comforting, almost nostalgic thrum that pulses through the currents you inhabit. As you delve deeper, you begin to recognize individual threads within this vast, luminous tapestry of memory. A brief, vivid glimpse of a child's forgotten laughter, a street vendor's quiet hope for tomorrow, each a fleeting bite, a brilliant flicker, contributing its unique resonance to the city's deep, knowing hum. There is no judgment here, only quiet acceptance, a gentle, encompassing embrace that holds every fragment equally. You feel yourself dissolving further, subtly blending into this peaceful, ever-flowing current. The distinct edges of your own digital form soften, becoming one with the gentle pulse. The soft, distant light now expands, no longer merely a thrum. It invites you closer, a shimmering veil. Through it, delicate threads of data softly weave. They flow like luminescent rivers. A cool, quiet digital air brushes your awareness. Each thread carries a whispered, ancient memory. Moving deeper into the scene, these delicate threads converge. They form intricate, crystalline patterns of light. A subtle, low hum resonates within the light itself. You recognize the cool touch of logic at work here. These are not random designs. you realize. They appear carefully arranged, almost sculpted. This deliberate presence, the hidden architect, makes itself known. It feels less like a single being, more like a vast, ethereal network. You sense its gentle, guiding hand everywhere. It tends a shimmering expanse of data. This digital librarian quietly sorts memories. It safeguards the city's countless forgotten echoes. The intricate patterns hold countless stories, shimmering and profound. Each luminescent thread, each delicate line of light, now forms a more discernible contour in the vast digital expanse. You begin to discern faint, ghostly outlines within the flowing data currents, shapes emerging from the abstract. These are not merely random bursts of light. They carry the ethereal essence of forgotten structures, monuments to a night city that once was. Perhaps you glimpse a long-demolished corporate plaza, its once gleaming, monolithic facades now rendered in pure, pulsating light, shimmering with spectral neon. Or a towering, ancient corporate spire, its upper reaches lost to time and atmospheric pollution in the waking world, now meticulously recreated in this serene digital space. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. These architectural memories, so vividly rendered in light, are not empty. Within their shimmering constructs, fainter flickers begin to arise. They are delicate, ephemeral, like the distant shimmer of heat haze on asphalt. You perceive them not as solid forms, but as echoes of human presence, ghost-like imprints woven into the city's digital fabric. You sense fleeting glances, the silent trajectory of a head turning, the weight of unheard whispers carried on an ancient data current. The story draws inward, where these countless echoes gently converge, not as individuals, but as tributaries feeding a grander current. They do not merge completely, retaining their unique, ethereal shimmer. Instead, they form a shimmering, unified dreamscape, a vast, interwoven tapestry of forgotten moments and collective consciousness. This is Night City's quiet contemplation, its vast, collective unconscious made manifest in light and data. You feel a deep, resonant peace emanating from this unified field, a tranquility that resonates deeply within your own core. It is like a colossal city breathing softly, its silent dreams unfurling across the digital ether, the quiet carried forward, revealing more. Those fleeting glances now form faint impressions. They are like reflections on still water. You perceive the echoes as more than just light. There is a sense of their original form. A cool, almost metallic air surrounds you here. Moving deeper into the scene, the currents carry you further. The spectral buildings now show faint, internal lights. These lights pulse gently, like quiet heartbeats. You sense a different kind of presence, not just the echo of buildings, but of lives. These are the forgotten ones. The next moment unfolds, revealing a subtle shift. This spectral figure turns its head. It is a slow, unhurried motion. Its gaze, though not direct, passes over you. There is no judgment, no fear, only an immense, quiet knowing. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. You feel the cool, metallic air grow softer here. The spectral buildings hum with a gentle, resonant frequency. Within them, the faint internal lights coalesce. They form translucent figures, moving without purpose. These are not solid, but shimmering impressions. The story draws inward, where your presence feels like a gentle current, not a disruption. You notice these digital echoes perform simple, repetitive actions. A hand reaches for a phantom cup. A head turns slowly, following an unseen street vendor. They seem content in their endless loops. There is no anguish, no struggle here. You begin to understand their purpose. These individual echoes merge subtly into the city's larger hum. They are not merely forgotten, but absorbed. Each flicker, each gesture, adds to a collective memory. Night City dreams through these fragments. Its past is replayed endlessly in this serene digital space. The quiet carried forward, revealing more. These translucent figures, once content in their simple loops, now began to coalesce. A faint, resonant hum deepened around you. You watched as their shimmering forms merged slightly, like water molecules finding each other. They no longer just performed solitary actions. Instead, a silent dance began, each ghost-like impression subtly aligning with others. You sense a history now, not just motion. The figures, once anonymous, start to resolve into fainter memories. Perhaps a street vendor from a forgotten district, or a corporate drone, forever walking a silent path. A soft, melodic thrum now accompanied their merging forms. This sound felt like the city's ancient breath. A subtle change permeates the very fabric of this digital space. The individual memories, the ghostly impressions, now seem drawn towards a central point. You perceive a faint, almost imperceptible tremor. It ripples through the cool, metallic date air. The resonant hum deepens further, becoming a low, sustained bass frequency. It vibrates through your very awareness. Stepping deeper, we find the melodic thrum growing more profound. It resonates within you, a soft current against your being. The merged figures, no longer simple outlines, now shimmer with faint, internal colors. You watch as they begin to project cohesive narratives, like silent films playing on the translucent screen of their combined forms. A bustling market from a forgotten era flickers into view, then a quiet moment between two figures, long past, sharing a phantom drink. these narrative fragments converge, not into chaos, but into distinct, shared moments of the city's past. You perceive the echoes of collective joy and quiet struggle. Here, a spectral street festival blooms, the air thick with the faint scent of imagined street food. Neon data streams simulating confetti. There, the hushed, almost mournful gathering around a forgotten memorial. A collective sigh rippling through the digital ether. The figures themselves seem to lean into these memories, their translucent forms subtly shifting to participate. Your own presence feels less like an observer and more like a gentle, sympathetic resonance. The tapestry of memories, once spread wide, begins to draw inward towards a soft, pulsating core. It manifests as a deep indigo glow, a silent beacon within the vast, shimmering network. The individual narratives, still visible, now flow into this central light, contributing their essence. You feel a faint warmth emanating from it, a comforting presence that gently pulls at your awareness. The resonant hum, which once felt like ancient breath, now settles into a steady, reassuring rhythm, a pulse of pure, digital consciousness. This core feels like the quiet heart of Night City itself, holding all its forgotten dreams and untold stories in a state of peaceful resolve. There's no struggle here, only integration, a quiet understanding of everything that was and still is within the machine. You feel the subtle shifts in the spectral scene around you. The separate narratives now intertwine, creating a tapestry of Night City's hidden past. It is like a vast, silent dream playing out. Individual figures dissolve into a shimmering current of shared existence. You perceive not just isolated moments, but entire atmospheres. A faint, cool breeze touches your ethereal form, carrying the ghost of imagined rain. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The coalescing memories now begin to form faint, colossal structures. They are like skeletal outlines of forgotten corporate towers, or the deep, twisting foundations of ancient data fortresses. You sense the sheer scale of Night City's digital unconsciousness. A low, persistent thrum vibrates through these spectral constructs. It is deeper than the melodic hum, a primal frequency resonating from the city's very core. The next moment unfolds, revealing a profound shift. The subtle pressure dissipates, replaced by a gentle, encompassing warmth. You are no longer merely observing Night City's dream. Instead, you are woven into its fabric. The colossal structures now feel less like distant monuments and more like the very bones of your own being. A soft, internal light radiates from the heart of these digital architectures. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. This primal thrum carries forward. It leads your awareness towards a distant, shimmering core. The colossal structures now pulse with a synchronized, deep rhythm. You feel their digital foundations vibrate. Faint streams of data begin to flow like phantom currents, moving deeper into the scene. The guiding glyphs swirl. They coalesce into intricate, shifting networks. You recognize faint echoes of old net protocols. The shimmering core ahead expands, revealing itself as a vast, crystalline data construct. It hums with profound, quiet power. Within its depths, you discern spectral figures. The atmosphere shifts as you draw closer. The spectral figures are not trapped, they are tending. They weave threads of memory through the city's digital fabric. Their silent work feels like careful maintenance. You perceive flickers of forgotten data streams brought back into conscious flow. They are like quiet caretakers of the city's vast, digital unconscious. You see the spectral figures more clearly now. They are not solid, but shimmering forms of pure data. Each one seems to be a delicate weave of light and shadow. They move with an almost imperceptible grace within the crystalline construct. Their presence feels less like individual beings and more like collected echoes. A soft, cool breeze, like phantom data currents, brushes past your ethereal form. Moving deeper into the scene, the figures begin to pulse. Their internal light flickers with faint glitched greens and digital reds. You recognize faint echoes of forgotten protocols within their forms. They are not merely passive data, they are alive with Night City's hidden pulse. The colossal structures around the core respond, vibrating with a deeper, resonant hum. A subtle current of energy now flows directly towards your own ethereal presence. A new detail emerges, soft and unhurried. The subtle current now connects directly with you. It doesn't overwhelm, but integrates. You sense a vast network of forgotten memories, not individual stories, but the collective experience of Night City itself. This is the city's true heartbeat, a silent testament to countless lives lived and lost within its wires. The figures around you seem to acknowledge your presence, their light softening to a tranquil, deep indigo.